But ladies and gentlemen, when we did the nominations for TNA, I got the highest percentage of votes in the entire country. Nobody got the support the one I got. It was through God's grace, and I dared to do. So, fear is what limits us. For the young men again, because you know men, and I speak with a lot of love. I have a son who is 9, I have 2 daughters and a son. The society has boxed you in a way that, you know, macho man. Ukiachwa, achika. Mnanielewa? Ukikatia dem, akukatai ni sawa. By the way, the next one you're going to get, atakuwa mfine kuliko ule wa kwanza. And for the girls, ukweli. Huh? You know, sometimes we look at what we are holding and we don't let go. And then we don't know what God has in store for us. Okay? Labda huyo ulikuwa unafikiria yeye ndio mzuri. Mungu amekuwekea bibi, huyo si yeye alikuwa akuwe bibi yako. So accept and move on. For the girls, don't get stressed. Sijui nani amekuacha, amepata demu mwingine amefanya nini? Move on. He was not the best for you. Because if he was, then he will stick with you. Ukiachwa, achika. And move on. And by the way, you'll get a better one. I'm very sure for the people who are married here, they will tell you they have gone through life. It is sad when we see students in the universities. We had one case in Eldoret where a student went and killed the girlfriend kwa sababu alikuwa na date mtu mwingine. The girl was from Murang'a. So I've walked that journey with the family. It is sad. It is sad when you decide that life is too difficult, you want to commit suicide. Utasaidia nani? Pastor T has told us here, life is a battle. When you see us here, it's not that we don't struggle. Pastor akienda kupreach, ama mimi nikienda parliament, we have our own struggles. We have things that also, but we face life. We face life with courage, and for sure, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Kikiumana, mimi nainaga kesha, hata leo nitaenda kesha. You'll go pray, talk to God. When things, and I'm not just talking about Christian, because I know we also have our Muslim brothers and sisters here, another religion. Whatever you believe and connect in, commit yourself to the spiritual authority. And everything else will fall in place. Young people, life is a journey. Hutazaliwa udrive V8. You will not be dama, because everybody has their own story. The day I'll tell you that I also got married at the age of 19. I tell you the story, what I've gone through. Then utaona your life is even better. So I have a story, everybody has a story. When you're climbing a tree, huwezi anza juu. Don't go to school and know you want to wear the best, the designer's clothes, the best shoes, the best cologne. You know, focus. One day at a time. It's one step at a time. And once we appreciate that, if you try something, it didn't work out, don't give up. Try again and again and again. I've seen my colleagues losing elections, some of them even dying, others going through depression. What you also put out there in the social media, because I know you guys are very active on social media. Social media has given you that platform where you see this is a life for so and so and so and so, and then you're thinking you are a failure. You're not. You can never be that person. God has created you uniquely, and your chance and opportunity is different. Pastor T has walked his journey. All the other speakers here, everybody has walked their journey, and you don't have to behave or be like the other person. Kila mtu, God has created the journey. Be committed and don't lose focus. So what about when things are tough? Sometimes we want to be in groups. We want to have friends. It is not a must you have 100 friends. By the way, even one is enough. Because friendships, as zingine, tunapotezana. I've liked your it's your tagline. Umetuambia nini? It is okay to say no. Umeingia university, unapata na friends, anawaambia Friday sasa twende out. You go, you are not drinking before, but because others are drinking, you also want to drink so that you fit. It's okay to say no. Wakwambia we ni mshamba, wakwambia ni nini, you don't have to be in that group. Associate yourself with a group that you can be accountable to each other, that also influences you positively. If your friends, they can only tell you how you'll go out, hang out, and everything, they're not even focusing on the studies, then you don't need those friends. You don't need them. Somebody told me, somebody was very saved, and next time I'll bring the person here because he has a very interesting story in our next forum. How he had a girlfriend and a very beautiful girl. So he used to go to church and do praise and worship, and then the girl would go in a bar. Then they meet later. You'll pick the girl and escort her home. So one day the girl asked him to go to take her one Friday evening to a club called, ilikuwa inaitwa Steps, hiyo ilikuwa Buru, watu wa time yetu. So we went huko chini, hakuwa ameona mataa ya disco. And then something, a spirit was telling him, here, you have just come to where the devil is, and at a specific time the devil will come and address his people. And from that day, because of following that beautiful girl, he didn't want to say no to, his life changed. So choose the right friends. And also know who you can open up to, because you also don't say your things to everybody. Sometimes you're getting stressed because you said something, you disclosed your issue to someone, then they went discussing you. And with this social media thing, you find your story out there, so you become depressed. Guard yourself. I know we like posting to photos, nini. You don't have, your life doesn't have to be out there for everybody to see what you're doing. It may be fashionable today, but tomorrow it may not be. So guard yourself and protect yourself. Then what happens when you fail? Because all of us, we have failed in one day, in one way or another. Stand up, dust yourself, and move on. You're not perfect. You're not 100%. So when you find yourself that you have gone out of the way, once you realize you had gone out of the way, dust yourself and come back. Don't keep on blaming yourself. No, I did this, I did so. Once you blame yourself, alafu, you stop going to class, you stop going to church because you failed once. Go and ask for forgiveness. Move on. I know sometimes we do our exams, then the results are not as you expected. Tell yourself, I'll try again and again and again, and you'll make it. So that some of the stresses that we are getting in school, either due to what we have seen our peers doing, either because our parents cannot afford to pay for our school fees, or I cannot be able to live the lifestyle or the best hostel that others are living. Build yourself, because one day, one time, your life unataka kukaa, utaika. I have my friends here. Where is Jacob? Come. Kuja. We also have a very well-built guy here. Kujeni hapa. I want you to meet Jacob. Jacob is from Kibra. Within a minute, he will tell you, he was brought up in a slum. Both of them, they will tell you their story. 1 minute, lakini. And what they are doing today. And I only want to tell you, where you are now, that cannot define you. You just need to focus. You just need to focus and commit yourself to God. And God can open for you any door that you have never might be imagined. You will get there. Usiwe na haraka. Sometimes we want to be a microwave generation where we want things to happen instantly. Things don't happen instantly. You must be persistent. Keep on keeping on. So Jacob, karibu. 1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay, hamjambo. God is good all the time. Okay, thank you. My name is Yakub Jafar. I was born and raised in Kibra. As our madam say and pastor here, everyone has his own story. Na mimi nimezaliwa Kibra, niko na story yangu, nimepitia mob. I was part of some different gang, but at the end of, I'll just make the story short, but at the somewhere of the journey nikaona kule naenda sipo, nikaamua kuchoose different path. Leo mimi mfanya biashara na nimebuild a school in Kibra enye na educate 110 kids in Kibra. Then niko na vocational training Kibra yenye tumebuild pia, and we do a lot with mentorship and try to bring different kind of leadership among ourselves in Kibra, because where I come from and where I was growing up, I believe like gun is a part of our life. But again, to come to realize it's not all about having gun to make it in life. So yeah, it's a short story, but next time we'll make it long. Thank you.
Yakub, can you tell them you are married and where?
Okay, as she say, first, ukipendwa pendeka, ukiacha achika, sawa? Nilikuwa so in love with someone here in Kenya. Akakuja kuni heartbreak. I was almost getting into depression, but nikajipatia hiyo moyo. Nilikuwa na travel, mara niko South Africa, mara niko Mombasa, ilikuwa nisumbua. Then nikajikubali, nikaamua kutulia na kufocus na ambition na vision zangu. Haikumaliza mwaka. Kuna mtu nilikuwa najaribu kuna mtu nilimit na yeye, nikajaribu kumconvince each and every time I come Kenya. So akakuwa nakata kukam Kenya. The day alisema nataka kukam Kenya could do some stories, kufika Kenya nikajaribu kumkatia akanikataa. Then night enye alikuwa anaenda back akani text, tulikuwa tuko in a different room. Akaniambia, you know what, you are my soulmate. And yendo ana do something with geographic, and she's a Swiss. So I'm married to a Swiss woman, and I'm a half Swiss.
Eish. Madem nawaona. Nimewaona, kumbe tulikuwa tuambia wape tu maneno ya love. Nimesikia I was heartbroken. Oh. Akasema, then I was told you are my soulmate. Hey. God. Asante Yakub. Let's approach it. Yakub amesema alikuwa amebelieve, and then we go back to what we were told here, that what you see, what you think is not important, you leave. You only pick, even in families, you only pick what is positive. Alika Kibra, alikuwa nafikiria kuwa gangster is the best thing to do. One day he made a decision to leave. He also didn't tell you majority of his friends are now almost all dead.